Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into some pretty fascinating stuff today. AI. It's everywhere, right? You see it writing your emails, summarizing those long meetings, even kind of creepily predicting what you'll buy online next.
Yeah, and you know what they say, right? AI is only as good as the data it gets.
Exactly. Garbage in, garbage out. So, what if there was a way to make sure AI was using the right data, like your data, but accurate and stuff?
Well, that's the big idea behind Zeus AI, and that's what we're going to dig into today.
It sounds like it could be huge. So, just to get us started, can you tell us a bit more about what Zeus AI is? It's not another AI trying to write the next hit song or paint a crazy masterpiece.
No, it's not that. Zeus AI is more of a tool. It's designed to make the AIs we already use much smarter. And the way it does that is by giving us, the users, control over our own data.
Okay, so you're in the driver's seat.
Exactly. It's making sure AI works with you, not, making things up about you.
I like that. So, how does this data control thing actually work? What are we talking about here?
So picture this. Instead of AI just kind of grabbing random bits of info about you from all over the web, you get to choose.
You get to handpick what it sees.
Yep. Zeus AI lets you do that. It uses these things called index records. It's like a big global index portal.
Yeah.
And you create these records that link to, the info you want to share.
Like what kind of stuff?
Oh, your website, your LinkedIn profile, maybe some articles you wrote, things like that.
So it's kind of like a digital resume for AI.
Yeah.
But you get to decide what's on it.
Yeah, exactly. That way, AI is always using the most up-to-date info about you. And that solves a huge problem for AI companies. They always need good, reliable data, but it's hard to find.
I can imagine. And bad data leads to some interesting results sometimes.
You know it. It can make the AI give biased results or just get things totally wrong.
Oh, for sure.
Zeus AI is like, here's a source you can trust. It comes straight from the person,
So it's like a stamp of authenticity.
Exactly. Like a much needed dose of clarity for AI.
It seems like that could have a huge impact on so many things, like how search engines work, recommendations, basically everything we use AI for these days.
Totally. Imagine searching for something online and actually getting relevant results.
Okay, so it really feels like Zeus AI is tackling some of the biggest challenges facing the internet today: data accuracy, privacy, trust, and even personal safety. But I'm curious, how does all this actually work on a technical level? These source materials keep mentioning global index portal and index records, but I'm still a little fuzzy on the details.
Well, think of the global index portal as this massive decentralized directory, and each index record is like a digital fingerprint, uniquely identifying you or your business.
So instead of storing my entire resume on Zeus AI, I'd create an index record that points to my LinkedIn profile, my website, maybe even a specific portfolio piece.
Exactly. And this pointer system is what makes Zeus AI so efficient and scalable. It doesn't have to store massive amounts of data. It just needs to maintain a directory of links.
Oh, makes sense. That also addresses the data ownership issue. You're in control of the original source of your data, and Zeus AI simply acts as a bridge connecting that data to the AI platforms that need it.
It's a brilliant solution, really. It allows for both precision and privacy, which are often seen as conflicting goals in the AI world.
Okay, but how do AI systems actually interact with these index records? Is there a special language or a protocol?
Well, the beauty of it is that AI platforms can access Zeus AI through their existing data mining or scraping techniques. So the same systems we're already familiar with: search engines, AI assistants, even social media algorithms can be adapted to utilize this new verified source of information.
Okay, so if I'm using an AI assistant like Copilot, and I ask it to find me an expert in renewable energy, it could potentially use Zeus AI to identify individuals who have specifically listed that expertise in their index records.
And because those individuals have chosen to share that information through Zeus AI, the AI assistant can be confident that it's accurate and up to date, leading to much more relevant and useful results.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It sounds like Zeus AI has the potential to transform not just how we interact with AI, but also how we connect with each other online. Okay, now I'm hooked. Let's dive into that. Okay, so before we went off on that tangent, you mentioned wants and needs indexing. It's like telling AI what we want, right? But how exactly does that work?
So instead of letting these algorithms just guess, about what we might be interested in, we can tell them straight up.
I mean, that makes sense, but how do we communicate that? Is it like some kind of complicated coding thing?
Nope, not at all. Remember when we talked about those index records earlier?
Yeah, the drop-down menus and checkboxes that make it easy to create those records.
Exactly. Well, those same things are used for wants and needs indexing. So let's say you're like, man, I would love to have a vintage car.
Okay, I'm following.
You go to your Zeus AI profile, pick the vehicles category, and then use those menus to, narrow it down.
So make, model, year, maybe even set a price range.
That's it. And usually there's a spot where you can type in more details, like maybe you only want a car that's a certain color or from a specific seller. You can really customize it.
It's like a search engine on steroids.
Pretty much. It's tailored to what you actually want, not just what some algorithm thinks you should want. And it works the same way for what you have too.
Oh, right. Like if you're selling something.
Exactly. Let's say you're a real estate agent.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
They could create a have record for each house they're selling. They'd use those menus to put in all the important stuff like property type, how many bedrooms, the square footage, all of that.
Oh, and they could even add in links to virtual tours, floor plans, good photos.
Exactly. It's all right there in one spot. Makes it super easy for people to see what the house is like.
And AI could use that info to connect the right buyers with the right homes.
Exactly. Streamlining the whole process. And it's not just for buying and selling. Think about planning a trip. You could create a want record for your dream vacation.
So I could say, I want to go to Paris in the spring, stay in a cute hotel, eat amazing pastries, see all the sights.
Exactly. And then AI travel sites could use that to put together a whole itinerary, suggest, hidden gems you wouldn't find on your own, maybe even alert you to deals while you're there.
It's like having a personal travel agent, but one that actually gets you.
Yeah. Wants and needs indexing is all about getting rid of those generic suggestions. It's about actually getting what you want.
This is amazing. But what about people who don't have a Zeus AI account? Are they just out of luck?
That's a good question. The thing is, even without Zeus AI, these companies are still going to try to find info about you online.
Right, that makes sense.
But you have no control over
using info that's old or just wrong, or even stuff I don't want them to know.
Exactly. And that brings up some, tricky questions about the future of AI. Like who gets to control what information is out there? Whose version of reality is being shown?
It seems like Zeus AI is trying to give that power back to, us, the people.
Exactly. It's letting us shape how we look online and making sure AI works for us.
It's like taking back some control, which is really cool.
It's definitely about being proactive, but it's not just about individual power. There's also a bigger picture here.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, imagine if everyone could put together their own online identity and show the world who they really are.
Okay, I'm listening.
It could lead to people being more understanding and empathetic.
Instead of, judging each other based on bad or incomplete information.
Exactly. You're seeing the real person. And that can help break down walls and create real connections.
That's a pretty powerful idea.
Yeah.
And it can have a huge impact on so many things. Education, healthcare, even how we deal with conflict.
Yeah, it's all connected. When we get each other, we can communicate better, work together better.
It's like Zeus AI is more than just a website or an app. It's like a whole movement.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's about how we think about technology and information and about ourselves.
It's about holding on to what makes us human in this whole digital world.
I like that. Beautifully said. And that brings us to, how is this actually affecting people right now?
Right. So I'm in control.
You are in the driver's seat.
I like that.
That's pretty powerful, right?
Yeah, it is. Okay, so how would I actually use Zeus AI? It still sounds a bit, I don't know, techie.
Yeah, well.
Walk me through it.
Okay, first you'd register, which is pretty standard.
Right.
They've got all the usual security stuff.
Like what?
SMS verification, email verification, the drill.
Right.
But they also go a step further. They use third-party validation services.
What are those?
Companies like ID.me and Ession.
Okay.
They're like the digital notaries of the internet.
Gotcha. So they're making sure people aren't creating fake profiles.
Exactly.
Makes sense. And then
once you're registered, you can start creating these index records.
For myself or for my business.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's designed to be really user-friendly.
Good.
They've got predefined categories, drop-down menus. You're not writing code or anything.
That's a relief.
Right. And remember, you're just providing links to where your data already lives.
Right. Not storing it on Zeus AI itself.
That's an important distinction.
It is. So it's like creating a digital table of contents for AI to browse.
I like that.
Instead of letting it loose in the wild west of the internet, I'm giving it a curated reading list.
Exactly. And because you're curating that list, you're actually improving the accuracy of the information AI gets.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's not relying on potentially outdated information.
Right.
Or incomplete data.
from who knows where.
Precisely.
So it's a win-win.
I think so.
More accuracy for AI, more control for me.
That's the goal.
I can get behind that, but
what?
There are always going to be people who are skeptical.
Of course.
Right, who are going to say, hold on, isn't this just another way for companies to get their hands on my data?
Right.
What about privacy?
That's a great question and something we'll dig into right after the break.
Sounds good.
That's a totally valid concern, and it's one that, that Zeus AI takes really seriously.
Okay, good.
The whole point is that you're in control.
Right.
You decide what you share and who can see it.
Okay.
It's not about just handing over all your data.
Right.
It's about managing access.
Gotcha.
Setting boundaries,
Yeah.
Like, think of it like a fence around your information.
Okay.
You get to choose which gates to open and who you let in.
I like that analogy.
So it's not about giving up privacy. It's more about setting boundaries in a world where, honestly, our data often feels totally out of control.
Absolutely. Okay, but how does Zeus AI actually protect my information? What's happening behind the scenes, to keep things secure?
Right. Well, for starters, all of your Zeus AI records are hosted on the blockchain.
Okay, blockchain. So
yeah,
I've heard that word a million times.
Of course.
But I'm still a little fuzzy on how it actually works.
Sure. So imagine a digital ledger that's copied and spread across tons of computers all over the world.
Okay.
Every time a new piece of information gets added, it's recorded on this ledger and verified by the entire network.
So it's like having a key held by thousands of people.
Yeah, something like that.
No one person can access it without everyone else agreeing.
Exactly. That's the beauty of it.
Okay, that makes sense. But blockchain aside,
yeah,
are there any other security measures?
Yeah, definitely. They use multi-factor authentication for logins.
Okay.
So you need to confirm your identity through, a code sent to your phone or email.
Right.
And anytime you make changes to your records, you get an email notification.
So I'll know right away if something fishy is going on.
Exactly.
That's good. Okay, what about fake profiles?
Right.
Like, how do they stop someone from creating a fake identity?
Well, that's where those third-party verification services come in.
Oh.
Idea.me and Ession. These companies are really good at what they do.
And what is it they do?
They use all sorts of data sources and algorithms to make sure that the information you're providing is actually legit.
So it's not just taking my word for it.
Exactly.
They're actually verifying my identity.
Precisely. It's like having an independent expert vouching for you.
Okay, that definitely adds a layer of trust.
Right, especially when we're talking about sensitive information.
Absolutely. But, we've talked a lot about how Zeus AI protects my data.
Yeah.
What about using it to my advantage?
Right.
You mentioned this wants and needs marketplace earlier.
I did.
Tell me more.
So this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
It allows you to be proactive with your data.
Yep.
Instead of just reacting to things, you can signal your intentions to the world.
Give me an example.
Okay, let's say you're a musician and you need a videographer to make a music video.
Okay.
You could create a want record on Zeus AI that says exactly what you're looking for.
Okay.
Your budget, the style, links to your music, all of that.
So it's like a highly specific job posting.
Yeah, kind of.
But instead of just posting it on, a job board,
right,
I'm broadcasting it to the entire Zeus AI ecosystem.
Exactly. Now imagine a videographer who's perfect for the job.
Oh.
They can set up these needs filters,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll be alerted when someone posts a request that matches their skills.
So it's like a matchmaking service.
That's a good way to put it.
Matching people based on their needs and aspirations.
I like that.
That's really cool, but wouldn't that create a ton of, a flood of requests?
It could, yeah.
For certain professions,
But they have ways to manage that.
Like what?
You can refine your searches using all sorts of filters. Location, budget, experience level, keywords, you name it.
So it's like a really advanced search engine.
In a way, yeah.
But instead of looking for websites, I'm looking for people and opportunities.
Exactly.
Sounds like a platform designed to connect individuals and businesses based on shared interests, goals, or needs.
Yeah, that's a good summary. The document pasted text describes iMatch AI as a full member Mass.ch community, suggesting that it's a space for users to find and connect with others who have compatible profiles.
And how does Zeus AI tie into all of this?
Well, it seems that users can export their Zeus AI index records to create sub-profiles within iMatch AI, allowing them to be matched with other members based on the specific information they've chosen to share.
So if I'm an entrepreneur looking for a co-founder with expertise in artificial intelligence, I could use iMatch AI to connect with potential partners who have listed that expertise in their Zeus AI index records.
Exactly. It's like a highly targeted networking platform where the connections are based on verified data rather than just vague descriptions or keywords.
It sounds like a powerful tool for building meaningful connections and finding collaborators who share your vision.
And because it's built on top of the foundation of Zeus, AI users can be confident that their information is being used in a way that aligns with their privacy preferences and goals.
Okay, now let's move on to eLink EID. This one seems to be more focused on managing personal and business identities.
That's right. Think of it as a digital business card platform on steroids. The document describes eLink EID as a platform for managing personal and business digital identities, biographies, and links, plus providing features for managing multiple electronic business cards via their mobile app.
So it's a centralized hub for your online presence, allowing you to easily share your contact information, professional bio, and links to your various social media profiles and websites.
And just like with iMatch, AI users can export their Zeus AI index records to eLink EID, automatically populating their profiles with the information they've already curated.
That sounds like a huge time saver and a great way to ensure consistency across your various online identities.
It also streamlines the process of networking and collaboration. Imagine being able to instantly share your verified credentials and professional background with a potential client or partner.
And finally, we have eLink 911, which, as we mentioned earlier, has the potential to be a literal lifesaver. It's a platform designed to provide emergency responders with access to crucial medical information in a time of crisis.
The pasted text document describes eLink 911 as an emergency portal providing first responders with medical alerts, ICE contacts, and links to HIPAA-compliant health portals, plus 1-800 numbers for companies managing 9/11 family emergencies.
So if I were ever in an accident or medical emergency, first responders could use eLink 911 to access my medical history, allergies, emergency contacts, and any other relevant information that I've chosen to share.
Exactly. And because this information is linked to your verified Zeus AI index record, first responders can be confident that they're getting accurate and up-to-date information, which could be crucial in a life or death situation.
It's a remarkable example of how technology can be used to enhance personal safety and empower individuals in times of need.
And the integration with Zeus AI makes it incredibly easy for users to manage and control this sensitive information, ensuring that it's only accessible to authorized individuals in appropriate circumstances.
It's truly a game changer for emergency preparedness and personal safety.
So these three integrations, iMatch, AI, eLink EID, and eLink 911, just scratch the surface of what's possible with Zeus AI. As the platform continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more innovative and impactful applications emerge.
Yeah, it's exciting to think about all the ways Zeus AI could shape the future of the internet, transforming how we connect with each other, manage our digital identities, and interact with the increasingly intelligent systems that surround us.
It's an invitation to become active participants in the evolution of technology rather than passive bystanders. In a world where AI is increasingly shaping our lives, Zeus AI gives you a voice, a way to ensure that the information being used to make decisions about you is accurate, up to date, and aligned with your goals and values.
Yeah, it's about moving from a passive consumer of technology to an active participant in shaping the future of the internet.
And it's about recognizing that this isn't just about individual control. It's about creating a more equitable, trustworthy, and efficient digital ecosystem for everyone.
Oh, it's been an incredible deep dive, and it's clear that this is just the beginning of the conversation. We encourage you to continue exploring this topic on your own. Think about how Zeus AI could impact your life, your work, and your community.
The future of AI is being written right now, and your choices matter.
Thanks for joining us on this journey. Keep learning, keep questioning, and keep shaping your own digital future.